Much Abrew about nothing time. Alright, much Abrew about nothing time. Playing some Legacy Enchantress. And no card draw. One land, a Utopia Sprawl, so we just lose to Wasteland. I think we got a mulligan that one. Alright, this works. Windswept Heath gets a forest for Utopia Sprawl. It doesn't matter, we're going to shuffle it away. So Windswept Heath, crack Windswept Heath, get a forest, and then just Utopia Sprawl the forest on white. Pass the turn. Now we just want to draw more cheap enchantments to start drawing some cards off this Enchantress. Cavern of Souls for our opponent. And passes. Alright, well, I guess we play Seer Sanctum. Play Argothian Enchantress. And pass the turn. We don't really want a Humility yet, because it'll take the ability away from our Enchantress. Alright, Chalice of the Void on one. What do we draw? Windswept Heath. Well, that's Solitary Confinement. Draw a card. Windswept Heath, and just pass the turn. So it's probably some sort of Eldrazi deck, I'm guessing. Karakas for our opponent. Alright, there's the Displacer. Are we going to try to keep this alive? Probably not. I think we just let Solitary Confinement go. We mostly just want to draw a card with it. Another... Oh, alright, that's good. So now we get to play a second Enchantress. Crack Windswept Heath. I guess we just get a forest for now. And Rest in Peace, draw 2 cards. Light and Tutor, and a Leyline. Exiles the graveyards. Not really relevant unless we draw into our Helm of Obedience. Then we could potentially just win the game. Our mana is increasing, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we can potentially just Sigil next turn. We'll see what we draw into. We're a mana short from just using Enlightened Tutor to try to combo off. Our opponent just Legend Ruled their own Karakas. Okay. This is a league. Because it's really hard to make legacy videos without being in a league. And then it's still pretty hard. Alright, Thalia for our opponent. We get a Savannah that's going to enter tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just play a Sigil. Draw a couple cards. O-Ring and Enchantress's Presence. Play a tapped Savannah. Pass the turn. So this is just like mono white Death and Taxes, something like that. So do we go for the win next turn? We Enlighten Tutor on upkeep. Get Helm of Obedience. And then just Helm for the win? Seems like it should work. So let's stop on our upkeep. I think we're going to go for the Helm of Obedience kill. Oh, no, there's a Chalice. Never mind. Well, we got to go the old-fashioned way, which is fine. If we need to, we can Humility to slow down these creature beats. We'll see what we draw into. Another Leyline. Well, let's lead on Enchantress's Presence. Gets us a 4/4. Draws us 2 cards. So now we're to kind of the point of the game where we want to be. Alright, there's an Elephant Grass. So now we can Elephant Grass. It gets countered, but we still draw the cards and get a 4/4. For 1 mana. Oh, we just drew into the Helm. Do we have enough mana, though? 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't. We're 1 mana short, and this enters tapped. Alright. Well, in that case, I think we just humility. This shuts down our card draw engine, but it doesn't really matter because we're just planning on winning with Helm next turn. And we might as well Utopia Sprawl Forest. Gets countered, but we do draw a card from Enchantress's presence, get a 4/4. Alright, pass the turn. Our 4/4 is a 1/1 because of humility. Discard Enlightened Tutor, and I guess Windswept Heath. So our opponent's going to need something pretty good here, like a Thought-Knot Seer to take Helm. Okay, Stoneforge as a 1/1. I love humility so much. No matter what you are, you're a 1/1 and you do nothing. And it actually pumps up our Enchantresses. See what our opponent does. Just passes. Alright, well, let's go for the win. 5 mana, so play Helm of Obedience. Helm of Obedience, X1, targeting our opponent, and it exiles their entire library, and our opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Okay. So our opponent is playing mono, white, Death and Taxes, Hate Bears. So what do we want against this deck? This is my first games ever, so keep that in mind. Stony Silence, Suppression Field. So there, another Solitary Confinement, Humility, or Sphere of Safety all seem like possibilities. What do we not want is another question. We can probably go down a Rest in Peace or two, since they're really not that great. I mean, we need them for the Helm win, but they don't do much against this deck. City of Solitude doesn't seem relevant. They're not countering our stuff. And maybe even just a Leyline? We could bring in another Sterling Grove or a Replenish. Is there a chance that our opponent's going to have mass enchantment destruction? I guess Ruined Halo could also be fine. I just don't know if Leylines are even really good here. Let's go down some Leylines, bring in a Replenish. Maybe we go down all the Leylines and bring in this Ruined Halo. Try it something like that. And we actually need one more main deck card. I forgot this deck is playing 61 in the main deck. I guess we'll leave one Leyline and try it like that. Alright, this is pretty good. Wild Growth into Enchantress's presence. Ooh, alright. Thorn slows us down. So, Forest go. It's going to make all our non-creature spells cost 1 more. If our opponent can follow this up with a Chalice, whew, that's bad. Another Thorn. Alright, all our stuff is going to be super expensive. Another Forest. So we're setting up for the old 3-mana Wild Growth. Okay. Still can't do it. Savannah, go. So our Wild Growth is going to cost 4. Oh, this is so painful. This very well might beat us. If we were on the play, there would have been a huge difference, because we actually would have got a Wild Growth down on turn 1 before this started happening. Eldrazi Displacer. We do have a small amount of hope in that eventually Sierra Sanctum is going to tap for a lot of mana. We might have to play Elephant Grass. We'll have to see. We're dropping, let's see, we're dropping to 13. How long can we wait? Can we even Enchantress's presence? 3, 4, 5, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's play a Savannah. Play nice 6 mana Enchantress's presence. And then next turn we're almost certainly going to have to Elephant Grass to try to slow our opponent down. Although they're still going to be able to attack. They're just going to have to pay some mana to do it. So we're still going to need something else. So we dropped to 8. Our opponent could potentially present lethal here with another creature. Stoneforge searches up what, Batterskull? Jitte. We get a Sterling Grove. Alright, how much? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 7, 8 mana. Alright, let's play Sanctum. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 4 mana. We need a Solitary Confinement, I think. Draw a card. Solitary Confinement, Moat. Alright, Utopia Sprawl. Alright, so I think we need to Sterling Grove. And then just pass the turn. Now, in theory, we can tutor up Solitary Confinement with Sterling Grove, and that hopefully will be enough. They're at least going to have to kill the Sterling Grove. I don't think they can kill us here. And our mana production is actually doing really well. We have a ton of mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. The problem is our opponent... Ooh, Battlefield Forge. Problem is our opponent is making our stuff cost so much. So I guess they could have a lightning bolt or something. That seems odd, but I guess it's possible. Alright, Thought Not Seer gets to take something from our hand, but I think it's too little too late unless they can get rid of our Solitary Confinement. So what we actually want is another Sterling Grove to give Solitary Confinement Shroud, and then we'll kind of have it locked in. Takes the Sigil. Alright, so sack Sterling Grove. Ooh, Moat is another option. Is Moat better? I think Solitary Confinement's just better. So, cast Solitary Confinement, draw a card. And now our opponent has to be able to kill that, because we can keep this alive for a long time. Cause, oh, score. Can we cast it? We can. Alright, draw another card. Now I feel pretty good about where we're at. Not only do we have Solitary Confinement, but Solitary Confinement has Shroud, which is going to make it hard for our opponent to kill it. Our opponent can start blinking Thought Knot. Right now they're going to have to pay life to do it, though, and attacking our draws that way. But it doesn't really matter, because we can always tutor something up with the Sterling Grove. So we need to discard a card, which is going to be Sphere of Safety. We don't really need it now. We don't get to draw a card, unfortunately. So let's Utopia Sprawl our Forest, draw a card. A Taiga. We will just add white, I guess. Enchantress's Presence. Number 2. Draw a card. Windswept Heath. Elephant Grass. Draw 2 cards. Ruined Halo. Another Elephant Grass. And then we'll just play Windswept Heath and pass the turn. Our opponent didn't blink the Thought Knot. I guess it doesn't matter much. So eventually we will find one of our other finishers. We lost our Sigil, so we can't go Angel Beatdown. Opponent passes. We skip our draw. We don't really need to pay for Elephant Grass, so we'll just let it die. Solitary Confinement we do need, though, so we'll discard Enlightened Tutor? Yeah, I think that's fine. Now our opponent's going to go Blink Thought Knot, but we actually have Shroud thanks to Solitary Confinement. I was forgetting about that. This is a Leyline of Sanctity build-in. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elephant Grass, draw a couple cards. I wonder if our opponent has outs to this. So we draw a card, we draw a card. There's an Enchantress. So we play the Enchantress, play Runed Halo, draw 3 cards, land, Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth, protection from, I don't think it, Cypridian Empires, Volume 7, and then we get to Utopia Sprawl, draw some more cards. Add red just in case. Play Taiga and pass the turn. So we pretty much have it locked in. We just need to draw into our finishers. I don't think our opponent can win from here. I guess there's still a possibility of them killing our Sterling Grove, then killing our Solitary Confinement. Seems like a long shot, though. Opponent passes, discards to hand size. I don't think we sack Sterling Grove yet. If we draw into our Helm of Obedience, then we'll probably sack it. So let Elephant Grass go. We don't really need it. Solitary Confinement, just discard Windswept Heath. Then we will Wild Growth, our forest, draw some cards. There's the Helm. Can we win right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think so. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It might not even be worth it. It might be better just to make sure we have it locked in. So, Ruined Halo. Draw some more cards. Wild Growth, another Sanctum. Oh man, we have so much mana now. Sanctum adds 12. Alright, let's go for it. Sack it. Get our Rest in Peace. Then we Wild Growth to draw our Rest in Peace. Then we Helm of Obedience. Oh no. Oh, we might lose because of that, actually. That was an oversight on my part. Alright, pass the turn. We left ourselves vulnerable. I guess I played a land there, and I didn't realize it. So now we actually just lose to an enchantment destruction spell. I thought we could play the second Cirrus Sanctum, but our opponent scooped it up anyway. Alright, so I guess they didn't have an out to it. But that was a little loose on my part. That's one of the things if you play this deck is you're doing a lot of stuff. A lot of decks it's pretty hard to accidentally forget if you made a land drop or not. But this deck you're playing so many cards and drawing so many spells, it's really easy to lose track of something like that. Well, we fought through Triple Thorn Thalia on the first plays of the game and got there, so that was pretty good.